Hi everyone. It's been a while since I made my last video. The last video that I did was in February 2013, and I thought it's been well overdue to do another video. So I thought that instead of posting the thought that I had today, that I would rather just do a video in regards to it. The subject that I wanted to talk about was or is meet people where they're at. And I know many of us, myself included, have heard it being said to us to meet people where they're at. And this would apply to those who are new members or even those who you yourself may be a little bit more grounded than what they are. And so we want to meet people where they're at, and we want to find out what does that actually mean to meet people where they're at. So I thought I would kind of just talk a little bit about it. And before we get into all the theological ideas, because I know there'll be many people saying this is what it means or this is what it should mean in regards to meeting people where they're at. And so my thought is this is when you meet somebody where they're at, that does not mean that you encourage them to stay where they're at, but that you encourage them to continue to press on in their daily walk with Christ. And also, I wanted to say that meeting them also is remembering that at one time you as a Christian was once where they are at. If they're in the world, you have been called, you came out of the world. I know that I myself has come out of the world and the things that I've done. So if I'm meeting somebody where they're at, regardless of what that lifestyle for them is, and if I have gone through that, instead of myself gossiping to somebody else in regards to the lifestyle that they are living, I'm to meet them where they're at, meaning encourage them to continue to press on. And so many times what we do is that we look down on people and think that because we have gotten the victory over this particular incident in our lives that we don't encourage someone else. And I want to encourage us as Christians to meet a person where they're at. And let me give you an example. If you had a new believer that came into the church, or may not even be a new believer, well, yes, a new believer who is still fairly new. They may have been coming on a regular basis, but they're still fairly new. And they come in the short miniskirt. And I know many of us, myself included, have done this where you have said, how dare that person come in here like this, showing all their legs, their thighs, or their cleavage, or anything like that. But you know what? That outfit that they have may be the best that they actually have. That may be all that they actually have that they can wear to church. And so am I saying that we should not be practicing dress reform and in a proper attire? But what I am saying is that instead of talking about that person at a Sabbath afternoon or gossiping to somebody on the phone about how dare this person come to church dressed in this way, let us sit up there and encourage that person. We may need to go and mentor that person. We may need to go to them and just kind of guide them and kind of just talk to them, get to know that individual, because sometimes the person that comes in, they see if you go to them and you talk to them, sometimes you might be the only Christian that they see. They may be looking, and if you or myself is very judgmental towards them, what do you think that says to them about Christ? See, a lot of times how we represent Christ, people look at that is actually how Christ actually is. And we know that that's not true. So when I say meet people where they're at, encourage them, strengthen them, pray for them, teach them. And so I want to read a couple of scriptures about meeting people where they're at or encouraging some person in their walk with Christ. And one of the verses that I would like to read is found in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11. And it says, "Wherefore, comfort yourselves together, edify one another, even as also ye do." And when you see that word edify, that means to build. Person is a house builder. So guess what? When we're busy gossiping or talking about this person because of how they are or where they came from and so forth, we're tearing down the house. And we are to be house builders. And a house builder means that you're moving forward, you're building, you're not tearing down. And basically, It also means, when I looked it up in the 1828 Noah Webster Dictionary, it also means to teach. So that's where you, as a Christian, you go to that individual and you might want to guide them as a mentor and just to teach them and show them, live the Christ-like life before them. Because again, you might be the only Bible that they ever see. You might be the only Christian that they see in that particular church that you attend. Another verse that I would like to read is found in Hebrews, and that is Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13, where it says, "But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin." And that word exhort, I looked it up, means to comfort, to invite. And when I looked it up also in the 1828 Noah Webster's Dictionary, it actually also means to encourage. So sometimes, even when we call ourselves health reformers, sometimes many of us, we talk about a person who may still be eating things that are unhealthy, and instead of inviting them to our house to show them the proper way of cooking things, or how to have a plan, a menu plan of what to eat and what they shouldn't eat, we talk about one another. And that's where, as we as Christ, when we do this, we're tearing down the church, and we need to be building up. We need to be encouraging one another in our Christ-like walk, to remember that where we've gotten the victory, somebody else may not be there. Okay? And so we want to remember that meeting a person where they're at is to encourage the person to continue to press on. And as you do this, you also need to be Christ-like in that example. Don't be tearing down the person. Don't be bashing them on the head with all the Bible quotes. Sometimes, again, you might be the only Bible that they see. And so as they're watching you, you direct them to Christ. You show them where Christ is giving you the victory. Okay, so when you have a new member come into your church, again, that's why I said, why not be a mentor to them? Why not invite them, especially if you know that somebody is struggling with their diet, why not invite them over to your house to show them how to eat, the proper things to eat, the things that we need to stay away from, even on other days during the week. Invite them over for dinner and show them, so this is how we have a menu plan, this is how we set things up. And believe me, as you do these things, people will start growing and wanting to know more about Christ. So as let us remember that we want to build up and not tear down the house. Okay, we want to be proper builders in the house of God. So I just want to thank you this moment. And remember, we're on Facebook at 4 Rest Ministries. So come by and like our page if you so choose. And please tell others about our ministry page. And I pray that I get into a system of doing the videos maybe on a weekly basis or maybe twice a month or something like that. So I pray that you're blessed. And I thank you so much for hearing this in Jesus' name.